Ukraine destroy 3 Russian tanks as Putin soldiers flee. For full news please visit www.newsweek.com. New combat footage continues to emerge from the battlefield in Ukraine, with a recent video showing a successful strike on Russian tanks. The clip was posted to Twitter by the official account of the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense on Saturday. Roughly 2 minutes in length, the video is shot from a bird's-eye view and shows a convoy of 3 Russian tanks making their way through the Ukrainian countryside. Early in the video, the tank at the front of the line is hit by an unspecified Ukrainian ordnance and sputters to a stop. Eventually, the armored vehicle begins to smoke and an explosion rips out near the back. The tweet from the ministry included little besides the video, the only text being, "Strike." As the clip continues, Russian soldiers can be seen fleeing from the tank that was hit, heading into a nearby line of trees. The frame of the video then zooms into the other 2 tanks at the back of the convoy, from which more soldiers can be seen fleeing into the woods. More plumes of smoke then begin to erupt in the direction that the men were fleeing, indicating more strikes. As the rest of the video plays out, the other 2 tanks are seemingly hit and burst into flames multiple times. As of Saturday afternoon, the clip had been viewed on Twitter nearly 180,000 times. "Absolutely masterful," Twitter user Aaron Hall wrote in a reply. The troops on the ones at the back had like 0.5 seconds to decide to run or stay. They had no good options. Amazingly accurate and fast firing. Meanwhile, another user noted the sad state of the Ukrainian land surrounding the tanks in the video, riddled with holes as a result of the prolonged Russian invasion, which began in late February. "OMG. What the Ukrainian soil looks like. Wounded and bloodied," the user wrote. "I feel sorry for you, Ukraine." Newsweek reached out to the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense for comment. The Russian military has reportedly been struggling with its troops, even after Russian President Vladimir Putin enacted the country's first partial mobilization since World War II in late September. Speaking with news outlet Siberia, Really, Elena Solodovnikova, a mother whose son was drafted, said that her child and 4 other men have been accused of deserting the front line and hiding in a forest. She also said that, in spite of promises that they would receive 3 months training, the men were allegedly sent to fight in Ukraine right away. There was no equipment, Solodovnikova said. There were machine guns, but what are they going to do with machine guns against tanks? Meanwhile, in late October, Russia acknowledged for the first time that it doesn't have enough equipment for mobilized soldiers in its war against Ukraine. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters that there are issues with equipment for the hundreds of thousands of men being sent to fight in Ukraine under Putin's partial mobilization decree. Peskov said a newly formed council created by the Russian leader is working on resolving problems with equipment. Vigorous measures taken to rectify the situation are already yielding the first positive results, he said.